when you get drunk, it numbs the part of you that would normally laugh at yourself for doing something sexy.
Yes.
Because when you're drunk and you're like, "Is this your scarf?" You know, like sober, I'm like, "This is a very nice scarf." Hands are up here.
I know.
Hands are up here.
Be like,
Hello.
I'm Kate Beckinsale. Like I pretend like I can
and I'm
be.
like, "I'm Pete Davidson."
Yeah, exactly.
Can I see your boobs?
We need some sort of patch.
Yeah, like a wine patch.
Like a wine patch.
Call it the Pinot Noir.
Very good.
Yeah, you just put it on and you go like, and your lips get purple.
I swear to God,
I'll fuck you right now.
Imagine that, some sort of patch that gives you the sort of the lack of inhibition that booze gives you, but it isn't actually alcohol, whatever that is.
I think it's Oxy.
Yes, I think it's
cool. So I'm gonna be fucking trying to get Nikki out of Union Square in a year when she's in all black and has a dog on the train going, "I need a ticket home for Buffalo." And you go, "You're on fucking heroin. I know you're on heroin."
She's had sex twice.
She goes, "And I am fucking.
I'm fucking.
You know what you do on heroin? You fucking the park.
Yeah.
You get comfortable fucking outside.
Why don't you buy one of those fuck machines?
What?
That,
like a Sybian?
Like that fucking
Jesus, Andrew, that's where you go?
No, but she's saying that she doesn't want...
The thing is, me and Andrew we're trying to figure out problems here. So I would suggest, alongside the fuck machine, why not a nice audio book? Then you've got company.
Yeah. Yes. During the fuck machine or after?
Guys, I'm just going to say let's go in and make a full fuck robot for Nikki. Let's weird science this.
I can't wait till those exist.
They do.
Give them a million followers on Instagram.
Can I respond to your fuck machine thing?
Yeah.
Believe me, I thought about it. And believe me,
It's too loud?
First of all, I have a small apartment. What, am I going to roll out my fuck machine? What is my nan?
That's so great.
My maid is going to like dust around
but that's what
you got a thing of gas. And you go, "Oh, hold on real quick, Consuelo. I'm just gassing up this thing real quick."
But that's where the audiobook comes in handy.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean some sort of maybe a Charles Dickens
novel. It was
novel.
the best of times.
So it doesn't feel so dirty.
No. I could just like watch porn and put on the fuck machine.
Well, that's going to give the game away.
I swear to God, when I'm a rich lady in a big house, I'll have a room with a fuck machine. Like I will 100% buy a fuck machine.
Can you have a bunch of locks on it? Where you go, "You guys want to see the room?" You open the door. You go, "That's a big fuck machine." You go, "I know."
There are
can I
robots.
tell you what I do? I have come up with a way to get fucked without a fuck machine on your own. Girls,
this is what Edison did.
Okay, so there are certain toys. There's toys that like move on their own, right? Like they have like a bend in them and it goes like or it swirls.
It looks like It's a Small World After All at Disneyland, like the way they move.
Yes.
Where it's like
exactly.
It's like
There's ones that like do a come hither motion, okay?
Yeah.
So a lot of times but I don't even want to hold it there because I'm just like, then I have to be in this like weird crunch position. So I've plugged my heel with it and then laid back. And
dildo hack.
And then it's working, and you're not doing anything, and you're just getting the...
You're going to get a cramp.
It's like a life hack, but for sex toys.
It really is. It's a great one.
And does that not hurt? That looks like you're going to get a cramp of some form.
And I put a dimmer switch on my Hitachi, which I'm sitting on. I just put that on my butt, and I sit on that, and I have a dimmer switch with that, so I'm doing minimal work.
Oh, there is a Japanese scientist that is so upset you don't know about his products. He goes, "Nikki, I have a whole fucking machine. You not need to put your heel on the pussy." It's like, and it just comes through the room. It's like, dude, I would worry if I was a woman and I fucked a machine, it would just kill me.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the thing. Genuinely, you sort of worry that you do it too wildly and it would make a citizen's arrest.
Yeah.
And sort of the robot would just take you into the street. And
it just lifts you up by your face? And you're like, "Ah!"
They have.
There's one in the
UK. They're developing sex robots in the UK. 1 in 5 British people said they would have sex with a robot.
Yeah, well, I would fuck a robot.
I would fuck a robot in a second.
Call me John Connor.
But
I ain't fucking no robot.
I'm kind of with you.
Are you afraid of it? Or
no, it's Wallace and Gromit.
You like it too much?
Have you not seen Wallace and Gromit, The Wrong Trousers? Yeah, so basically there's like a cartoon. So basically there's this sort of robot. I would worry that the robot would just take you out in the street.
Exactly.
But this is the interesting thing.
AI.
They're developing
but
one.
it doesn't have
What's
legs.
it
It's just a
called
pussy.
when
That just,
No. It's
would the
it's
pussy pick you up?
No. It's an actual sex robot. So it's
Okay.
Like a woman.
Okay, yeah. I
A
don't
woman
need
or a
whole
man.
I don't need appendages.
But they've developed it with a Scottish accent.
Really?
Yeah, of all the accents
That
to
is
choose.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Fuck harder.
Yeah.
Go harder.
Yeah.
Fuck me harder.
Of all the accents you could choose,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
that
a
is the
man's
one. Yeah.
Scottish accent is maybe a little bit sexy.
Yeah.
but
Oh, the
never
woman
a
robot?
woman.
Whack it in my
woman.
crapper.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
But I mean,
Reset it.
Is that
really-
good bit?
With hairy
Fuck that.
forearms.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
holding
Yo,
up.
my fucking cock is great.
Every tool, though, is a robot in some way.
Yeah.
Use robotics.
Use a remote control.
You know, so
You're doing the same line of thinking that men do at bars when they're just trying to hook up, and you go, "What is a robot? A robot?
like, what is sex? What is what? Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck a machine. So what? It's just I'm worried it'll just turn.
Totally.
Well, Dan, did you struggle with having sex sober after you got sober?
Oh no, you definitely don't come right away when that happens.
Okay. Yeah.
It definitely happens. You quit drinking and you're like, sex, I'm done.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my God.
But I mean, getting to the place where you can be comfortable enough to have sex, I feel like
I
guys don't
started going
struggle
to
with it as
coffee.
much.
You
yeah.
know what's worse to try to have sex is to drink a bunch of caffeine.
Yeah, I mean that's
And then
the
you're
same
just like,
as.
so what
Yeah.
do you want to fuck?
I know.
I'm sweating.
Yeah,
I found
yeah.
it so much creepier when my drunk friends would get sober and drink Red Bull to stay up.
Weird.
To like wait around 2:30. It's like,
No,
oh,
I can't do
yeah,
that.
that's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're waiting for just a wounded deer.
I've like hung out with
Yeah.
girls that have gotten too drunk and I've been like, yeah, we're not going to, you know.
No, that's I'm
Like-
sure now you see it so
Yeah,
clearly.
you see it.
But you're like, stop. And you're like, oh, have fun.
Oh, it's so
Sexy.
gross.
You're like, no, you don't. Oh, sweet thing. No, you don't.
Ugh, I know it's hard to put up with.
I'm sexy now.
And you go. I used to feel that. I know exactly what you're feeling right now, but it's not.
I would make you so many promises right now if I was hammered.
Oh my god.
It'd be a lot of, like, we're going to go away together.
Yep.
And now I'm like, I think you probably need to go home.
Well, I just talked about the first time that I was tested as a sober person, like at my favorite thing to do drunk. I was talking about Andrew, like some of my best memories are like when I drank and had fun and going to Lollapalooza and getting wasted was my favorite yearly thing to do.
Yeah.
And the first time I went sober was with you. And
Guess who was still drinking?
and you were still drinking. Yeah. And and that was like such a test for me. And then I never went back again. Like you can't do music festivals. Do you
Without drunk Dan.
are there certain things that you can't do anymore?
That's a good point, though. A music festival is a tough one to do.
It is.
so
Yes.
The day's
Yes.
so long.
I
We were
went
saying.
to Coachella for the first time 2 years ago, and that blew my mind. And I wasn't drinking there.
Really?
Right.
So
Yeah.
you're just there, stone sober.
But what I'd never been to an American music festival before. Just compared to like Glastonbury in England, it was the same but completely different. Like the show, it was incredible. Like everyone was just, as soon as the band started, everyone turned around and were kind of filming it with themselves in it. So the performers were performing to nobody.
I really thought this was about to be like, you American fans give it up for the band.
I know.
You guys suck.
I was so impressed at
but
the beginning of it. I was like, is he not going to shit on us?
No,
here we
but
go.
comedy
We suck.
audiences here are amazing. But like,
Oh, really?
But compared to the UK, but the
I'm doing Fringe this year, and I'm like, fuck, am I in trouble?
Are you doing Edinburgh?
Yeah.
I'll be grand, man. Yeah, it's lovely. Whereabouts?
But I'm at the Dairy at Underbelly.
Oh, lovely stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's great. Yeah, it's
but
fun.
I'm worried that you said that because you're like they're not good. Like
No,
Why
they're
are
great.
they different? Why are UK crowds?
Well, my thing is, I don't think, because Americans don't have much holidays. You have 2 weeks holiday, so I think when you go out, it has to matter. Whereas in the UK, we have 5 weeks off. So yeah.
Oh, so
Like,
your,
do you know what I mean?
your vacation time, you're like,
I
fucking-
think you put so much energy into an evening out because you have to work so hard in this country that you are going to make sure it's good.
So you get.
I just think there's like
There's at least one person listening that when you say that, you go, goddamn right, we work hard.
Yeah.
no, but absolutely. But
That's like where it gets fucking
A lot
done.
more.
You're like,
Because-
goddamn right, we work 80 hours a week.
He's hammering irons.
But at a music festival, it just blew my. And there was in Coachella, like, there were certain areas where you were allowed to take booze, but others you weren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So weird. Like
We
the
don't know
idea
how
of.
to. We basically are still children. Like we're
But at a music festival, that's when, like, if you go to like Glastonbury,
Yeah.
like I remember driving, like I was backstage, I was doing a gig there, and I'm kind of driving a car through, and there's like
little steering wheel.
thousands. I'm like driving through a time, right? And there's this guy who's shit faced, probably about like 50 at the time, and I turned to my girlfriend and was like, "That's my uncle." Like in the middle of all these people, there's this old guy that was just bollocks, and that's what the UK gigs are like. Just music gigs, people just wasted on. There's always one bloke that will wake up in Glastonbury after the festival counting eggs in some factory. He's been stolen by some Christians in some weird commune.
And just shipped off.
Mate, it's proper wild. So it was amazing to see everybody.
And we're
Here's
just
your
filming
beer
ourselves.
area. Here's your drug
it's very
area.
organized. Everyone's dressed so cute. It's
Oh, my little
seen.
daisy flower crown.
Yep. Have you been to Coachella before?
Never will and never will.
I don't think I'll ever go either.
Yeah,
Burning Man, I might.
Oh, no
I feel like
way.
that.
I did Bonnaroo twice. Got it.
Yeah, Bonnaroo.
Jazz Fest.
Glastonbury's worth going to, though. If you want to go to, if you want to sort of see a side of England that you probably haven't seen in the films that come out over here, go there and you'll see a wild side.
Just getting fucked. You guys just get hammered.
Yeah, it's great. But
Drinking is more. I feel like in the UK, drinking is a lot more.
it's like the fucking purge.
Yeah.
Weekends. Yeah.
Really?
It's just,
Even
you have
weekdays,
2 days
though,
to
don't
live.
you like drink at 2? I don't know. You get off earlier, don't you? Just always.
Just very unhappy people who just get
It's all
smashed.
cloudy
Very
all the
cloudy,
time.
yeah.
You guys are just fucking
You're all
hammered.
pale and disgusting. And
Dan,
stuff.
do you miss drinking? Ever?
Sometimes.
Like when?
I had a moment about 2 weeks ago where I could feel the back of my jaw fucking starting to water because I was like, I just want a shot of whiskey and a beer.
Oh, really?
And then that immediately was like, that's why I shouldn't have it.
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
have
Why?
that,
So
like,
is that just
fucking-
because you will just go
Walk by,
so
like,
wild?
walk
with
by
it?
like a really Irish, dive bar.
And is it? But you think what you won't just have one? You'll just have.
Fucking 12,
There's
buddy.
no-
Right. Okay.
I ain't coming back for one.
Yeah.
What do you think? I'm just gonna stop.
But it's
and-
really because my friend Al is an alcoholic and he hasn't and he is exactly. It always fascinates me
Yeah.
that you just can't have that.
I always was blown away. I'm more upset with people that can have a drink and walk away. I think you're the fucking weirdos.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
I stay there till the very end. What
I
happened
know.
to commitment?
I
What
used
happened
to-
to seeing something through?
Did you ever? I used to say to my friends, I'd be like, "Let's get blackout time."
Oh my God,
I'd want a blackout.
I would do this. We're gonna get hammered.
That's what
And
I
they'd be
miss,
like,
Dan.
"You fuck."
That is what I miss. Is like we're gonna drink, we're gonna drink.
Yeah, Giannis
That excitement leading up
Pappas
to it.
upset me so much because one time he put half a beer down and he goes, "I'm gonna walk out of here. I don't want that half a beer." And I go, "I'm gonna drink that beer." And he goes, "That's why I put it right there." He goes, "That's who you are.
Yep.
You're gonna drink half
You're
my
the-
beer." And I was like, "Fucking A."
I am that girl too. Yep.
Yeah,
much
if
more
I come back,
productive
I'm
are-
fucking back. It ain't a fucking handshake. And how you doing?
Well, you are going
Yeah.
to Scotland for a month.
Oh, I've already known.
It's going to be tough.
I know that every single person I know that knows I'm going over there is they're like, "All right,
Yeah.
be cool." I mean, I've already asked my publicist. I was like, "I need weed. Just give me
Right.
whatever."
You'll be
fucking-
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I smoke weed.
I'll
so
get you
that-
a sex robot if you want.
Yes. I can't wait to have my penis crushed in
Do
the
you
UK.
ever
It's his
feel?
If you see the sex robot drinking, it's the only way I can do
I
this.
go, "Are you drunk?" She's like, "I have to. This is how I warm up." I go, "All right. Well, you seem a little hammered.
I warm up.
This is what lubricates my robotic vagina is Guinness." Yeah, I'm nervous, man. I'm really nervous. 'Cause
Well, with weed, what do you? I struggle with that, and I talk about it a lot on the show. Is that I love weed, and it doesn't ruin my life the way alcohol did, and I can still highly function,
Sure.
literally, on weed.
Yeah.
Do you feel the same? Do you ever feel guilty about it? Do you ever feel like, hey, I'm gonna have to stop doing this?
It's so weird because that rubbing your hands together and getting hammered thing, I'm like, when I'm done with this radio show, I'm going home and getting fucking ripped. I'm smoking a joint. I'm gonna watch that documentary about Elizabeth, and then I get high the way I drink.
Yes, very, very high.
I get very high, and I love it.
And I love it too. I have the same. Andrew's seen my
Oh,
when
yeah.
I get done with shows, and I'm like, I get to have a night. And
Oh, I smoke
in between
before shows.
before shows.
Yeah.
Oh, see, we used to talk about this, and you're like, you know what? I
Never gonna do
you
it
know what
before
I
a
do?
show.
You know what I do? I do it as like a treat. You do the whole like I do it only after shows. I do it when I get home. I eat my salad. And I remember always thinking like, Dan doesn't smoke weed before his sets. I got to be more like Dan. Thank you for admitting that you do now.
Oh my God. What it is it's like it is to the point where, like, getting high, I think I talk about getting high the same way I used to talk about quitting drinking, where I'd be like, I don't drink whiskey. I only have beer now.
Yes.
I don't have sativa. I only.
Yeah, and that's what it is. I'm like, only indica. Yeah. I don't smoke sativa, and then I'm just.
You really only do indica?
No, I smoke everything.
Oh yeah, I know. Like it's.
You could give me fucking dirt weed, and I'd be like, you want to roll this up?
Yep, you can Giannis you with a half of a
you leave a
one
roach,
hitter.
I'll fucking smoke it.
But when you did the gravity bong hit and you ended up.
Have you ever done a gravity bong hit? Do you know what a gravity bong hit is?
I don't know what you're talking about, I'll be honest with you.
Because weed is not... Is weed not big in the UK as much as it is here?
Not as a sort of a teenage thing, no. You just drink from like 14 in the UK.
And that's what I mean. It's like
whereas you guys start off weed then.
That's true.
We're already in pubs, I think.
Yeah, so you guys are, because you can go into a pub and just have a pint. And
there's always one place where some dodgy guy will let you in, and everyone kind of goes in.
And here in America, they really are like, no child should ever drink alcohol.
But you need ID. You don't need ID to get in the pubs in the UK, but you sort of still do here.
Yes.
I smoked pot with my mum in Portland last year for a TV show that we did.
How was it?
It was great fun, yeah. My mum had never done it before.
Wow.
Yeah.
My mom...
Go on.
Oh, no, I was going to say, yeah, my mom used to get high in the 60s and 70s.
Oh, really?
And then it got legal in Colorado. And
yeah,
she was like,
it's a different thing.
I'm going to smoke weed with you. And we smoked weed, and it's not fun watching your mom not be able to handle her shit.
Oh, no.
Well, it was
That's not fun, is watching your mom being like...
What was fun, though,
my God.
we were at this girl that ran this shop. We kind of went back to her place and we kind of did various versions of it. Yeah. And she had this lovely little chihuahua, and by the end of the session, you could tell that my mum was eyeing up that dog to eat. Yeah. Like, genuinely, we were kind of going, I said, would you have eaten that dog? She said, yeah, you would have definitely put it on a George Foreman grill and eaten it in a bun.
Yeah.
You have the Foreman there?
Yeah. We were imagining how we were going to cook it.
Yeah. What a fucking... The chihuahua's just sitting in the room going, who the fuck?
Yeah. But the dog seemed to be like, these guys are new.
Yeah, that's... So watching your mom get high...
It is interesting seeing your parents get high. Like, my parents get... When I see them high, I love my mom high. She's a delight. And she likes filming things. That's her new thing. When she gets high, she will just start filming us and cabinetry and like around the house. She just wants to document the house because I think they're going to sell it soon. So and I go, Dad, what is she doing? He goes, that's your mom's new thing. Because my mom always has a new thing when she gets fucked up that she like, she'll like, for many years she was calling us all, or she would fire us if we got mad. She'd be like, "You're fired," and we'd be like, "Mom fired me 3 times last night."
My mom says hello to me all the time when she would get here. Hello.
Yeah, people take on these certain
and then
things.
call me an asshole an hour later.
When my mom would get wine teeth and they'd get like purple, you know, she would just cry about things that don't exist anymore.
Like
she'd be like
dinosaurs.
She'd be like, the Osco drug closed. I used to buy your birthday card.
Oh,
really? And you're like crying. You're like, are we really crying because a fucking drugstore closed?
Yeah.
My mum did I reckon a 40-minute long improvised song when she was drunk 2 Christmases ago about taking my nan shopping.
Oh,
there was this great moment where about 10 minutes in, my dad turned to my brother and went, "Go get the camera." Like that to record it.
Little did you know you had another half hour.
Was she like grabbing her ear, like getting into it? Like
well, lots of my cousins playing bands, so they were sort of just playing along, and Mum just grabbed it. "I'll give you one," and it was this awful and yet beautiful freestyle. "We're down the aisle. What does she want today? She might want chicken, or she might not, cause she..." And it just went on and on.
But she looks at your cousin play the bass.
Yeah, it was, and it kind of they weirdly got into it.
That's so funny. She goes. A little more on the drums.
Yeah. Afterwards,
and she's like, yeah. More. Tight. You know how they all bring it together?
Yeah.
She's like, and then you didn't want it. Good. Play me in. That's great, fucking awesome.
And it kept threatening to stop. Do you know what I mean? And then she'd find another aisle. "What's this? It's bread. It's bread."
Oh, that's a great setting for a song. You can just have a lot of adventures.
But what was funny about it, in a real OCD way, she did she did like the the veg
the
festival.
Bulk candies.
Then she did the milk. Exactly.
She took a sample.
If I'm playing in the band, I go, "Hey, when we get to dairy, that's the bridge." Hit the bridge in the dairy song.
And it ends with, "I'll just get the pack of gum."
Yeah.
Put it back. Put it back.
Well, that was it. At the end, So we have all the vouchers. We have like, do you have like collecting vouchers for school?
Yeah.
So that's a big thing in the UK, or like nectar cards and all the kind of. So she did like a sort of freestyle rap about that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that'd be great if she started busting out bars.
Yeah.
Ha, 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 ha.
It was all that. It was absolutely wonderful.
Oh man, hammered moms.
I know, hammered moms. I mean, we run the
That
gamut.
feels like it should
My
be a
mom
TV
has
show.
catchphrases.
Oh, really?
She fires us, and then for a while it was biatches. She called everyone biatches. She just learned that word, loved it, and now she's filming people.
Cool beans.
Cool beans.
She'd get hammered and she'd be like, cool beans. And you go, don't fuck it up.
Oh,
Cool
God.
You know what they should do is we should do a competition where
A
you're
talent show.
where you're driving, kind of like carpool karaoke. You have to drive to a city and they get your mom hammered. And she gets in the car and you have to drive her there.
Oh, my God.
Could you make it? Your mom's
not anymore.
hammered.
That is such a good show. I would watch
You're just driving
that.
and you're like, shut the fuck up, Mom. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I've done that. I mean, I travelled all across America with my mum.
Really?
Yeah.
For a show?
And yeah, for a TV show, and then Thailand and India. Yeah.
Wow.
I was in a traffic jam with my mum whilst sober, and I'm famous in the UK. So this guy kind of got out. We were in traffic, knocked on the window, and just went, "Excuse me, can I have a photo?" Which is fairly strange. And my mum went, "Help! He's kidnapping me!" Like that.
Oh, your mom's hilarious.
So I said afterwards, "Why'd you do that?" And she said, "Because I'm 60 and I don't give a fuck."
I love your mom.
So that was her sober. So drunk.
Man, your mom is fun, ripping 40-minute songs.
This is it, mate. That's why I took her around the world.
Oh, that makes sense. Why? And now you have I also use my parents a lot in my show on comedy when I had a show on Comedy Central, and also like my mom calls into this show.
Oh, really?
I just realized like when she passes away at some point, like I'm gonna have all this great footage, and people are like, "Why'd you take a blowjob class with your mom?" And I'm like, "Cause it's funny."
Yeah.
And I'm gonna look back on it and.
Dad wanted us both there.
Well,
and this was Dad's idea. He wrote this scene, Mom.
But do you often think
How
about
dare
that as
you.
well when your mum's funeral is, God forbid it's in many years, it's going to be like we won't have those traditional kind of like, oh yeah, I remember her like that. I'll remember her in a cacao ceremony in Thailand.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? You have all these weird kind of strange moments.
Yeah.
I just remember her playing solitaire in her room in the dark. That's all I got.
But the reason why I did it just for Comedy
It's beautiful, you know.
I'll remember some things like that, too.
I
Don't
remember
worry.
videoing that.
Oh,
That
I've
was
got
a
a-
beautiful moment. I'll never forget that. But when she's eating a hot dog with no bun, with too much ketchup with her hands, I'll always remember that.
Oh man, if my mom weren't listening, I would join in on this. These descriptions.
So your mum's listening now. That's pretty cool.
I assume she might.
You're
be
fired.
She sometimes listens
Yeah,
when
yeah.
they're hanging out.
You start bringing her phrases up.
Nikki-
You're like, what's up, biatches?
You're
I really like
fired.
fired. I think that's
You know
great.
what, Nick? You know what, Nick? Screw you. That's what she say. Screw you. Ashley Hesseltine and Raina Greenberg run the show. Yesterday's show with Andrew. There was a picture that I posted on my story, and I cut Andrew out because the three girls. I just wanted to celebrate women.
Yeah.
And not you. And so then I posted another picture where it was just you.
And it didn't feel. At first, I thought it was like a dig, but then
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, it's kind of nice. Like you showed me again. Like you cut me out, but then put me in.
Yeah.
But at first, I took it as a dig, and
No,
I was like,
I didn't
I'm
want
gonna,
it to be a dig.
I'm gonna white her out, and
Okay.
so then I whited you out and made you a penis. And then I
Okay.
posted it for a second, and then I go, wait, that's just mean-spirited.
Yeah, you just drew me as a big, and it looks like, it doesn't look like a penis. You didn't even do it the right color. It's just a white blob.
I don't.
Yeah, it looks like I'm,
But I felt like that was probably a little rude, and so I deleted it right away.
well, I'm glad you showed it to me right now. Oh my God. I know what I want to do. Can I get a pen and paper? I just want to challenge Andrew to draw something. You know that guy from Brazil that I was telling you about? So the other night he was talking about how like, oh, he's going to move to New York because the flight to Brazil is so much shorter than it is from LA. And I was like, well, I guess that checks out. And he's like, yeah, like they're an hour ahead right now. And I was like, what do you mean they're an hour ahead?
Who's an hour ahead?
Brazil,
From where?
New York.
Okay.
And I was like, that does not match up with where I think Brazil is. And then I realized my perception of where South America is so wrong. Can I ask you, I just want to see if I'm as,
Okay.
because I mean, this was embarrassing in front of someone from South America to see where I thought South America was in comparison to North America was, I'm going to draw,
Now,
you
being
draw.
from Florida, I think I might have a better sense because you're
Okay.
from St. Louis.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know
Missouri, Kansas. I couldn't tell you those places.
Well, that would be a fun one to make you draw then.
So what do you want me to draw here?
North America and South America. And they can be blobs. I'm not going to like check if, you know, and don't even put Canada. Who cares?
Yeah, no one does. That's the second time we've done that. Like all of
Someone wrote to me being like, I heard you throw some shit. Oh, wait a second. I mean, maybe we're not going to get out of this.
It's not to scale.
That's not to nothing. What do you do? You don't need to draw like islands and the Gulf Stream,
just the
deltas.
And then,
he put in the Bahamas.
No, it was later.
Okay.
Okay.
What is that?
Mexico.
Okay.
I think that's from I don't.
Is that Florida right there? That.
And then I would say somewhere. I know there's Chile is over here. Mm-hmm. And then Brazil is around here.
It doesn't matter. I just want the shapes of South America and North America.
Well, shit.
But just start over. Okay, this looks like a crude drawing of a suspect. First of all, he thinks that's Florida.
No, that's California. That's Florida.
That's Florida.
Yeah.
And then this was supposed to be Mexico. So Mexico starts at... And he said, before he drew this, he said, I might know this a little bit better because I'm from Florida. He connected Florida and Mexico, you guys. Do you know how wrong that is?
Of Florida.
That's what, you want to build that wall. Well, actually, that wall, the border doesn't even exist that you want to build up. Hold on. We have to just see. I'm sorry. The podcast is going to wait for a second because I need to make you draw this. Okay, so draw just the crude shapes, blobs of South America, and just I want to see their location to each other.
Okay, that's America, and then I would say it's somewhere around here, and then South America's like kind of like that, and then
okay,
and then there's like Chile, and here's Brazil.
I don't need to. That's not even close to where Chile or Brazil are. Chile's on this side, by the way.
No, Chile's on the right.
Is Chile on the right or left? Chile's on this side, dude.
I was cold.
Okay. This is way worse than I thought it was going to be, and I'm so excited about it because I thought he was going to nail it.
Well, Mexico's in between, and there's Central America.
Can I?
And there's Central
America. I'm going to blow your... Pull up a world map. I'm going to blow your mind right now. First of all, I thought this as well. This was what my drawing looked like.
Okay. First of all, we live in America.
This is what my drawing looked like the other night. That's where I was like, South America, right? Okay.
That's not... Mine's farther away.
Similar, right?
Okay.
Okay, look at a map of where South America is compared to the United States.
Should I do a globe?
To North. No, just pull up Google Maps and then zoom out.
Oh.
He's loading transit maps for San Antonio for some reason.
You never know.
Keep zooming. Keep going.
Oh, God.
Isn't it worse than you thought? Dude.
Okay, wait a second. All right. No one knows it's to the right. No one knew that.
Okay, so this is where it is.
Okay. We both thought it was...
I never knew that. I thought if you go down from LA, you would hit South America immediately. I didn't know it By the way, you don't hit anything. If you go south from New York, you hit nothing.
Nothing.
North America is completely to the left.
So why is it not Southeast America?
I don't know. I feel like we need to get this message out there because clearly people don't know. I really thought it was right under us.
Is there was America and North and South called at the same time, or was one found before?
They named them both at the same time?
I don't know.
Well,
was there a North
one
America?
One was named after Amerigo Vespucci.
Okay.
Who was an explorer.
A designer for Gucci. Yeah. Yeah.
We have to
who
start
got
the podcast.
Shot in front of his house in
We have
Miami.
to start the podcast. We can't get into all this. We know all of this. We know all, like, we could discuss this for hours about the...
Yes. It is always kind of annoying when two dumb people are like, or I'm dumb. No offense.
No, I'm really dumb about geography.
And we go, oh, and Google exists. Like, back in the day, you'd be like, whoa, you got to go to the library or whatever, or like you got to phone a friend.
Yep.
But now it's like, shut up, stop sounding stupid and Google it. But then again, it's like, I have no idea what America came first, and maybe we shouldn't call it South America because it is south of America,
but maybe we're north of South America, so we should be North South America. Do you know what I mean? Like, it should start with South America, and then we, like, you know what I'm...
South. Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like, why are we just calling it South America? Are we calling it like? Shouldn't it be its own thing?
I get what you're saying.
Like there's Australia, there's Africa.
No, I know.
So it should be North America.
Why do we even look at why do we look at a world map from the vantage point that we all do, where it's like this, and Asia's over here, Africa? Like, why couldn't it be upside down? Because who's to say how to look at the world? What's right side up and what's not? We're really smart, and we could talk about this all day, but we got to get to.
Yeah, I think it's plate tectonics. I think
there is something that is a thing.
There's I don't think the Earth is flat. I'll give it that.
Yeah, no shit.
I don't know why, but I'll tell you.
You don't know why the Earth isn't flat?
I know something about if you fly a plane, you gotta go around.
Oh, that's funny. You gotta go like down. You gotta make a turn at one point.
Yeah, you probably have
or
to
you would just
or you would just keep going
into space.
Yeah.
All right. We learned something.
Yeah, if you're on like a mountain.
Welcome.
It would be tough mapping.
That was fun. Let's start the podcast. Ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Hey guys, welcome to You Up, the podcast.